Okay, now we've got to think about closing the sale. How do we close the sale? And again, I want you all to brainstorm at your tables now. Close your books, no cheating. I want you to come up with as many ways as you can of how to close the sale. So 5 minutes, let's brainstorm. How do we close the sale? Let's all work together in our groups. How do we close the sale? Close the books. We've got to close the books. Okay, so brainstorm. How can we close the sale? We've got the microphones. So let's get some ideas. We've got a gentleman here with an idea. What's your name? Abraham. Do you want to give us one idea how to close the sale? So let's listen, guys. Let's listen.
I am Abraham Al-Mizal, working in insurance and reinsurance company. We just discussed about the closing the deals.
Okay.
Is that the idea we are discussing, is it?
Yeah, so let's listen to his idea. So how would you close it?
So I have to spend 1 year to close one deal.
Okay.
And as per the period is amounting equivalent to the period.
Okay.
Let's say 1 year is become 1 million. And for other companies that are dealing with direct customers, they are closing the deal within 1 day.
Absolutely. Yours is a 1 year period.
Yeah.
So how do you close it when you get to that 1 year period? So you've led up to it. What do you do with there?
Well, I'm creating a new idea for insurance and reinsurance. For
Okay.
travel, for homes, for policy, for safety of people.
Okay.
So I'm creating a new idea, okay, convince the insurance company. And the insurance company involve the customers by selling the product.
Okay, so puppy dog selling, they try it out, they like it,
Yeah.
and then they buy from you. Okay, great. Another idea to close the sale. There we go, another one there. There we go.
There is many ways. Like I guess the direct way is one of the best ways. Like, shall we close the deal now, or like or indirect way, like you just say, you assume that shall we start next week, or
Absolutely, confirmation. The assumed sale is the best way to close. If you've done everything right, you just start filling in the paperwork. You just assume it. If you've done everything right, just being direct.
or you can use the fear technique, which is like you give him an offer valid till today or this week, and that's it. If you close this.
Okay, there's some good things. If we do this, the negotiation, if we do this, are you
Negotiation.
willing to do that? Or the fear factor. We use the fear factor in South Africa. It's easier. Pull out the gun, sign. But it doesn't work. Okay. Some other ideas. There we go.
Which, like, if we are visiting any company, we have to choose first of all whether he is the CEO, whether he is the GM, or the marketing. If he's the marketing, he will be influencer. If he's the managing director, he will be decision maker. Then you can decide whether to close the deal at the same time, or you can next meeting.
Absolutely, yeah. Because there's a whole lot of different people, and they'll come into those personalities. Somebody may influence the sale. You've got to get them on your side. Then you get up to the decision maker where you can be direct with them. Any more ideas? One more idea? Any more? Ah, there we go. That young lady over there. One more idea.
Hi, I'm Lorna Braun from Palace Enterprises. We do promotional gifts, items. While closing the deals, after that we do the formalities. I mean, paper documents and everything. But it doesn't stop there. While closing the deals, we need to follow up with the customers. We need to ask them what they got or what their feedback about our products.
Okay, fantastic. So lots and lots of ideas there. I like the confidence there. So, how do we close the sale? A couple of different, some old, some new ideas. The most important one, the one we're going to use most of the time, is the assumed close. Exactly what you said. If you've done everything right, the sale just happens naturally. I go, I taste your meat, it says fantastic. You just say to me, how many do you want? And I buy. The next thing, the alternative choice. You came up with it earlier on again. Do you want to start this month? Do you want to start next month? Do you want to pay in US dollars? Do you want to pay in this? The alternative close. The balance sheet is quite an interesting one. The balance sheet you use with your analytical people. Remember our engineers, our accountants? Over here, I draw a balance sheet from them, and then I say, for logical people like you like to look at the reasons why you should buy now and the reasons why not. Let's have a look at 10 reasons why you should buy now. And you've got to have 10 reasons. We've got the best meat. We've got the quality. We've got the certificate. We can deliver by next week. So at least 10 reasons. And then you say to them, okay, let's have a look at the reasons for not buying now. And you keep quiet. You're not going to help them, are you? And it's always going to outweigh it. Logical people like to think about that. Similar situation. Tell stories. You know, just last month, we went to one of the big restaurants over here. They started using our steaks and our meat. Their customers have said that it's absolutely fantastic. They've never tasted meat that is that good. Tell stories. I want to think it over. What do you say if somebody says to you, I want to think about it? What do you say to them? What do you want to think about? What do you want to think? What is it you want to think about? Is it too expensive? Is it that we don't have the right specifications? You've got to find out what is it that they really want to think about. It's only when you find that hidden objection that you can overcome it and close the sale. Yeah, what is that's holding you back? But you've got to give them some, is it the price too expensive? Is it the quality? I used to have one of my sales guys, he didn't do it the right way. Somebody said, I want to think about it. He said, all right, think. Not the right way. The emotional close. Remember priority selling? Priority selling. When you told me what would happen if you choose the wrong company, oh, I'm not going to get our products on time. I say, can you remember when we were speaking about what's most important to you? What would happen if you don't choose the right courier company? We're going to provide all the service. Let's get the paperwork done. The cost of delay. If you don't do it today, the price is going to go up by 5%, almost the fear factor. If you don't do it now, there's going to be a price increase. The cost with euro is going up all the time. Let's get it done today. Testimonials. Take a look at what some of our clients have said, why you should be buying from us. And if all else fails, beg, please buy from me. Okay, so lots and lots of ideas. We're getting to lunch now. Again, what I want you all to do is write down what is one thing you're going to take away from this session. I want you all to write that down. What is one thing you're going to take away from the second session today? One thing you're going to take away. You've all got your one thing? Okay, it's lunchtime now, but remember the cards, 13 is our record over there. I think it's Mohammed's got 13. So we want to beat 13. Sue's going to get more. We're going to the Silk restaurant for lunch, Silk restaurant just across the way. 1 hour, if we can be back at 1:45. Enjoy your lunch. By the way, let me have your cards as well so I can put you onto my mailing list, keep you updated with all the new things, sales things, all of that kind of thing. Give me your cards and come and grab one of mine. I've got a few business cards left here, so come and just grab one a bit later. Okay, now what we're going to look at, we've looked at the traditional sales force this morning. What I want us to look at now is the unrecognized sales force. Now this is interesting because this is everybody that says, I'm not in sales. Everybody is in sales. Recently I was asked to go to America to do a talk to a company that make a chemical compound. The guy said, I want you to come and do some sales training for my sales team. So I get there, and there's 100 people in the room. I said to him, you don't have 100 salespeople, I know that. He said, no, the 10 at the back, they're my salespeople, those are my chemists, those are my truck drivers. I said, whoa. What am I going to teach a truck driver about selling? He says, no, you don't understand. He says, I can spend years getting the biggest client ever. One day my truck driver goes out to see him. My truck driver is in a bad mood. He's rude to my client. I lose that client. He said, somebody can phone in and they can get through to one of my accounts people. My accounts person is having a bad day. I lose that client. Everybody is part of the unrecognized sales force. So that's what I want to talk about now. So how we get our customers on board is fantastic. How we keep them is even more important. And here's the interesting thing. How much do you really know about your top clients? So what I want you all to do is I want you to get a piece of paper out, and I want you to write down the names of your top 3 clients. Everybody write down the names of your top 3 clients. Let's all do that. What are the names of your top 3 clients? Person. Yeah, as a person, because that's the person you're dealing with. So who are the top 3 clients, the people that you're actually selling to all the time? Now the next thing I want you to do, next to those 3 names, I want you to write down 5 things you know about each of those people. Just choose one. Just choose one of them and write down 5 things you know about that person. Anything you know about them. What do you know about them? Anything you know. How much do you know about them? Remember, these are your key clients that are giving you most of your business. How much do you actually know about them? If you don't know much about them, chances are you could lose them. How many of you found it very easy to do? How many of you found it difficult to do? How many found it difficult to do? And here's the thing. If we know our top clients, you've got to know at least 5 things. You should know about 10 things. Remember, this is the person that's buying from you all the time. Are they married? Are they single? Do they have children? What sports do they like? Who's their favorite sports team? When do they like to see you? How often do they like to see you? How do they like to be communicated with? Is it by mail, by email, phone? How often do they want communication? What are their buying motives? Why do they buy from you rather than anybody else? At least 10 things you need to know. That's how you create the sticky factor. If I go in and I see somebody and I'll say, oh, how's your wife? How's the 2 children? Your son's playing a soccer game on Sunday. How did he do at soccer? And that kind of thing. I stand a much better chance of keeping that client. If I go in and I know nothing about that client, I'm going to lose them. So that's what the unrecognized sales force is all about. So now let's think about service excellence. What are the things that make up fantastic service excellence? If I had to say to you, what would you consider something that would make so? For me, it might be, I want somebody to pick up the phone before the 3rd call. I don't want that phone to ring forever and ever and ever. Let's, on our tables again, spend 5 minutes brainstorming what do you think are some of the things that make up fantastic customer service. So let's work on the tables now. 5 minutes. What do you think are some of the things that make up great customer service? Let's work. 5 minutes.
The factor is how to treat the person you're giving him the service. Like, are you open to him? Are you like smiling? Or because the body language, because this factor is how to treat the person is I think most important than many other things.
Absolutely. People buy from people. How you treat the people, that's if they're going to buy from you. Your smile, your enthusiasm, your body language, everything about you. What else? Another idea. What else? There's another one over there.
Okay, there's basically an aspect called customer tiering. So basically, depending on how often this customer buys from you, you give him a different treatment. So for example, we have a platinum customer, a high-end customer. He gets a different treatment from a lead customer. A lead customer is a person who doesn't buy as often.
So what do you give to the platinum customer that you're not going to give to the other one?
Basically VIP access. So not anyone can talk to this platinum customer. He needs like a high-end salesperson to talk to him, for example.
Okay, so they get a different level of service, better service.
Yes.
Great. Anyone else? What else does it take? There's another one over there. One over there, that gentleman there. There we go.
In our business, many times we face a lot of obstacles that you cannot make our commitment. So for us, we have to keep the customer updated, and before they call and ask for the shipment, we tell them there is a delay and explain the situation for them. So we let them feel they are a part of our company, and we are just not making our commitment just for being lazy.
Yeah. So if you're messing up, if you're late or something, keep them informed. Rather than, we expect our shipment tomorrow, why hasn't it arrived? Why didn't somebody phone me? Yeah. Any others? There's one just behind you there, and then we're going to go over to this side.
Treating the customer as a VIP always.
Yeah, always as a VIP. Great. Another one over here.
Sometimes I have more details about customer. For example, his birthday. When his birthday is coming, I send him. I make a calendar for to me, and this my friend birthday of my friend's calendar. I send it to him, email, gift, small gift, a message, and to him and or the kids. If I have kids, for example, I send it to, for his kids. Happy birthday. That's all.
Okay, that's great. Now, write this down. I'm going to get to you now. Write this down. A thing called sendoutcards.com. Sendoutcards.com. Send, S-E-N-D, out, O-U-T, cards, C-A-R-D-S.com. This is fantastic for people who are having birthdays. You can personalize it for them. You can put your photograph on. You can put their photograph on. It's absolutely amazing. Go and have a look at it. Send out cards. You do it all on the computer, online, and that will send it out to them. Send out cards. Okay, we had another 2 here. There we go. There we go.
For us, we are working in an insurance company. The most difficult thing for us is that we are always the thieves in the market. So in order to get your client, I make sure that my client is feeling that I am a representative of his company and our company. I'm not salesman for our company. I am representative for for his company and our company.
Yes, so you've got his best needs at heart. Fantastic. And last one over there.
I should think that he's my boss.
Okay, yeah. Well, there's the thing. Treat customers the way you would like to be treated. I mean, there's some very simple little things there. As we've said, just being called back when promised. Receiving an explanation when something goes wrong. Exactly what you said over there. Providing me with information. Who do I call? You know, I went to one company and they did an amazing thing. They told me how they keep their customers. Every time they go and they get a new customer, the salesman phones his office straight away. He says, here's the details of the new customer. The office immediately sends out an email welcoming them as a new client. That afternoon, they send out a pen. They send out a little calendar with the company's name on. And they send out one page with photographs of Meet the Team and the names and the phone numbers. If you want somebody in accounts, there it is. Somebody in technical, there it is. And it's amazing. The people love it. It's such a simple thing. What does it cost them? Just about nothing. But it really secures them. Over there, all the information. Being contacted promptly when a problem is solved. So going over there, if there's a problem, getting back to me as soon as possible over there. I want to speak to somebody that's going to solve my problem as well. If I phone somebody, my car is broken down, what I don't want is, that's not my department. Let me put you through to another department. Listen to music for 10 minutes. Hello, can I help you? I explain it all over again. Oh, no, that's not my department. That drives me crazy. Doesn't it do the same for you? I just want to speak to somebody who can solve my problem. The ability to speak someone on the first call who has the authority. As I've just said over there, receiving an apology if they mess up. People are going to mess up. Sometimes they're not going to deliver on time. I buy a new computer, it's not working. As long as I just get an apology, that's perfect. That's fine with me. Being helped without putting on hold. Oh, I don't know what it's like here. In England, when I want to speak to my bank, I live in England. I go through to a call center in India. Now, I don't mind that, except they don't know me. I would rather speak to somebody in my bank who knows my name. When I came to England 20 years ago, I had a bank manager who knew my name, who cared about me. Now I can go through to a call center in India, or I can go through to one in Wales, or I can go through to one in London. Every time I'm speaking to a different person. Nobody understands. There's a big one. Have the phone answered by the third ring. Remember what we saw with Gittimer a little bit earlier on. He said, remember what he said. His phone is answered by the second ring, 7 days a week, 365. Now, you don't have to have people working all that time. You can outsource. I outsource all of my phone. When I'm away now, I don't have an office. while I'm away, I have an outsourced office that answers my phone. Hi, this is Frank Furness's office. How can we help you? Frank's not here. He's in Bahrain at the moment. Please leave a message with us. We'll get back to you as soon as possible. They text me that message, coffee time. I phone them. I speak to them. The customers are fantastically happy. 365 days a year, 24/7. I outsource it. It's easy to do. Just being greeted with a good morning, good afternoon, how are you doing? Just some enthusiasm. No. Hello? Can I help you? No, don't want that. Ability to reach somebody by 4 o'clock. It's crazy. People are already going home 2 o'clock in the afternoon. Just being addressed by my name. And again, this is simple things. Isn't that true? Just simple things. And we've got to think, are we doing this for our clients? Because once we've got them, we've sold them, how do we hold on to them over there? Just being able to reach somebody by 8 o'clock in the morning. Okay, so what we're looking for, this is all about our vision and our mission. Everybody's got to understand that. So many companies have this is our vision and our mission. I don't know what it means. I'm a salesperson. Developing interpersonal skills, the skills we were speaking about before lunch. Just getting on with people. Fun. Here's an interesting thing. How do you get a combination of fun and hard work? Once your company's got that, you've got a great company. You can't just have fun, 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 and you can't just have hard work, hard work, hard work. It's how do you get that balance right between fun. We're all salespeople. How many of us love recognition? All of us, isn't that true? That's what we thrive on as salespeople, recognition and reward. I love being recognized, setting standards, getting the right people on board. This is all about getting the right company and just creating your brand. And we're going to look at that in the last session. How do you create the online brand? And then just getting some great leadership. So, what customers really are looking for, they just want value. Isn't that true? They just want great value. Communication, talk to me. Talk to me. Get me on the phone over there. Attitude, smiling attitude. Simple little things. Simple, easy little things. Reliability, empathy. Oh, sir, I'm so sorry this has happened to you. I promise it's not going to happen again. And just fantastic service. And if you don't understand what the customer wants, the business, it's no good.